Hi and welcome to this little tutorial where I will show you how you can use the new AI Denoise effects in Octane Studio with your Lightwave scenes. As it is now, the AI noise is quite new, so it's not available for Octane for Lightwave yet, but of course it will be in the future. But there might be some of you who would like to test out the new AI Denoise, and you can do that in Octane Studio. However, there's a lot of buttons and a lot of stuff in Octane Studio which might make it kind of confusing. So I have made this little video here to show you how you can kind of get started in a simple way. I have prepared for Octane. You then need to go to the Octane IPR render and open that. And you'll see in a few seconds it will start rendering my scene inside Lightwave here. And you can see in this scene right away that I have a lot of depth of field, which is real nice, but depth of fields also generates a lot of noise. So I'm going to, while the IPR render is open, I'm going to Octane IPR and go to export and export scene. I'm going to call it coins, and in a few seconds it should have exported this. I should see when my mouse pointer returns and the IPR render continues. That's now. I can then stop the IPR and go into the new Octane. This is Octane version 4, beta 2.1, which have some error fixes due to some compatibility problems with older processors that do not have something called AVX, which made Denoise crash. So this new version here, this problem is fixed, and this is very nice because it makes it possible for me also to test, because I have a rather old computer. But I have saved the scene out, and I'll go to File, Open, and load my coin scene. And it is loading in. And of course you get a lot of stuff over here, and you get a lot of buttons and a lot of buttons here, and it might be very confusing when you're used to Lightwave. But relax here, I will show you what to do. Down here in the node graph, you can zoom in and out using the mouse scroller. What you need to do is find two of these here. You need to find the render target, and you need to find the green link, which is the camera imager, which is linked to the render. In the camera imager, you can enable denoise, and you can set some samples here. I'll just leave this at default. If you have the denoise enabled here, it will denoise during render in some passes, and if you have denoise on completion, it will denoise in the end. I'll just click this off and leave this on, enable this, and I'll go to the render target here, click that, and you'll see it will start rendering up here right away. What you can do then with the render target enabled is go over here, and you can scroll down, and you can find the film settings, resolution. Here you can set the resolution you want to render in. So if I want to do this in 720p, I'll say 1280 by 720 here. And of course we're going to test the denoise right now, so I'll go down to my kernel here and set the samples, max samples. Instead of 3000, let's just pull this down to 50. And that's about it. And it is now rendering. I can just click stop. I can click render again, as you see. And you'll see it start rendering again. Up here I can scroll up and down, and I can see what is going on. And it is now rendering. You can see denoising finished. But as you see up here, you have a lot of grain. It's only 50 samples. So you are wondering right now, perhaps, what happened to the denoise? Is it working or is it just really bad? But over here you have the denoise beauty path, and you need to enable that to see it. So if you were here, you can go to here and save the image as a normal image, but if you click this one, you will see the denoise version, and you can then save that by clicking here. And as you can see here, this is only 50 samples, but there's quite a lot of difference. And I'm about to say that the front coin here is almost usable, just at 50 samples. But you see pretty much different also on the depth of field in the background. Of course there's also some noise up here, but again it's only 50 samples right now, so I'll say this is pretty amazing. But this is how you simply get started to try render a few of your images to test the denoise and play with the numbers over here. Again, render target and the green camera imager where you enable the denoise. I hope that this can help you get started and not be scared to test this out. Have fun!